Hello besties, welcome. As you can see, my hair is crazy. I just finished working out and took a shower. Now I'm going to curl my hair. It's currently Saturday and we are going to have ourselves another little day out in the town. Me, my sister, my cousin, her kids are turning the whole day into a library day. So if you remember from last week's video, I bought a little journal at the local bookshop. And I've been contemplating what I should use that journal for. Like, do I just use it as another journal? But I don't really want just another journal. So I decided I'm going to turn it into a learning journal or like a research journal. And I'm going to learn different topics. I don't know. I just feel like whenever you have conversations with people, it's good to know a bunch of random things and to know like a good amount about them. I feel like for me, sometimes when I'm having conversations with people, like I know certain things, but I just wish I knew more. And so that is what this journal is going to be for me. It's going to be a way to just expand my knowledge and continue learning. So today, in honor of spooky season, I think I'm going to research about the Salem witch trials because I don't know much about it. I obviously know about it, but I feel like I could learn a thing or two.
We have made it to the library. I am going to be using the computer from the library just to kind of add to the vibes, and also brought my journal and my cool calligraphy pen. It's giving witchy. I have learned quite a bit that I didn't know. I feel almost like I'm investigating something. I even have a jazz playlist going, and it's so eerie, and it makes me feel like I'm literally a detective.
I can put it up there if you guys play with the yeah, you can take that little yeah, like this, sign this NDA. I'm natural. I come in like keep that in there. It is currently Tuesday. As you can see, I am warming up for today's workout. A couple of you guys have asked me for workout recommendations. So recently I have been following Olivia Lawson's recomposition workout challenge that she just started. It's really good. I'm enjoying it. She's posting about, I think 3 or 4 new videos a week. This challenge has a mix of everything. She's doing upper body, she's doing lower body. Today we're doing Pilates strength, and so far, just by this warm-up, I can tell I'm going to love it. I love a good challenge, and I love whenever they present new moves I haven't done before. I've also been loving Whitney Christine. I just came across her channel, and her workouts are so good too. So those are my top 2 right now that I have been loving and following, but I'll also pop up a couple of other YouTube channels that I love to follow as well. Warm up is done. Time to put the hair back and time to get started. All right, I am currently working on preparing my lunch. Instead of coming home today, I decided I'm gonna treat myself to a little coffee. It's been cloudy, the weather's finally feeling like fall. It's been so nice, but I wanna make sure that I'm still, eating as best as I can according to my meal plan. So I'm currently preparing my lunch. I'm just making a taco salad bowl. That has become one of my favorite meals. It's so quick and easy to throw together. So I'm just making the guac right now. Squeeze some lemon juice for flavor and to preserve it so it doesn't go brown before my lunch. And just a dash of salt. And I'm gonna pop it into one of these little condiment containers. Okay, I can tell my guac is gonna be spicy. I touched my lip with, I guess, a little bit of chile, and it burns a little bit, we're not gonna lie. Okay, and then I'm just gonna cut up a little piece of this queso panela so that I can sprinkle it on to my taco salad. I'm gonna pack it into this little plastic bag. Let me show you what I'm working with. So I have in here my salad. I don't have my regular salad, but I have these baby greens and baby lettuce. I threw a little lemon in here so that I can drizzle it on top, and I'm gonna put my queso panela in here. I put it in a little plastic bag because she's a little juicy sometimes, and I don't want my lettuce to get soggy at all. Got that in here. I mixed my beans with my ground beef. And then in here, I have my little tostada crushed up, and there we go, little taco salad bowl to go. Oh, just kidding, we need another one of these bad boys for a little bit of mama's homemade salsa. And now we're finished. Going to pack it into my lunch bag here. I almost forgot my guac. Oh my god, that would have been horrible. Gonna throw in a bunch of ice packs. The fridge at work isn't working at the moment, so this is all we got. Voila, and we're ready. Let's go. Just grabbed my coffee. It looks so good. I'm so excited for this. I have been craving this since the last time that I came. It's a tiramisu latte. So yummy. Let's get to making my lunch because I wasted quite a bit of time trying to get my latte here. Ew. Traffic during lunchtime is never any good, but we have our salad. Squeezing some lemon juice. The great thing about having a container with a lid, also, not gonna lie, my hands feel kind of dirty, so it's also great that I don't have to touch any of this stuff. I don't have any hand sanitizer with me. Next, we're gonna drop in our ground beef and beans. I'm gonna crumble up my cheese in here, and then I will just sprinkle it on top. So at the beginning of this video, we were at the library and we decided to do some random research, which was actually so much fun. My little nieces ended up loving the library, and so did we. Honestly, I feel like we don't enjoy the library as much as we should or we can. Lastly, we just drizzle some homemade salsa on top. We're going to eat good. My cousin researched a topic she was interested in. I researched a topic I was interested in. We went to Cafecito, sat down, discussed what we learned, and honestly, it was so fun. Like, that was such a fun little thing, random thing to do. Cheers. I will say, I like it better with my other lettuce, but this will do. But since I had so much fun with the little research that we did the other day, I kind of wanted to continue, and I feel like there's so much more that I can learn. I did bring my little book so that I can share with you guys some of the stuff that I learned. So I just basically researched the basics, so the introduction to the Salem witch trials, because I know that there's so much to it, there's so much depth, but I did learn quite a couple of things that I didn't know about. It is a series of hearings and prosecutions of people accused of witchcraft in colonial Massachusetts between February 1692 and May 1693. 200 people were accused, 30 were found guilty, 19 of them were executed by hanging. There were 14 women and 5 men. And so as I was reading about this, a question would pop up in my head, so then it would open a new tab and I'd ask my question, and then another question would pop up, so then I'd open another tab, and it just kept going. And it was actually like so fun to just kind of go down this rabbit hole. Reading about this made me wonder, you know, if the government acknowledged magic, the government knew about magic, why did they stop believing in it today? And simple answer is the rise of scientific reasoning, the Enlightenment's emphasis on rationality, and increasing legal skepticism towards the proof of witchcraft. So basically, science debunked magic. A lot of the things that people would blame on magic or witchcraft were easily attributed to a scientific thing. So for example, like they would blame the weather and storms on witchcraft, but then later they found a scientific reasoning for it. Okay, and then we kind of fast forwarded to the end of the trials. So the trials only came to an end when serious doubts began to arise about the validity of the spectral evidence that had been used to justify so many of the convictions. A lot of the main accusers were young girls between the ages of 9 to 20 years old. These girls were screaming, they were twisting, squirming, they would bark, and they displayed horrifying symptoms that claimed were signs of a satanic possession. But then these young girls came out later on and admitted that they fabricated their charges. So these 19 people were executed based on lies. In 1702, the General Court of Massachusetts declared the trials unlawful, and in 1711 annulled the convictions. However, it was just in 2022, 3 years ago, that they exonerated the last convicted Salem witch. So that's 329 years later. That's crazy. So the belief now as to why these girls were going through this thing that led to them accusing the witches was it was a cause of convulsive ergotism. So it's a form of ergo poisoning caused by the consumption of grains contaminated with the claviceps, purpurea fungus, something like that. But basically, it was like poisoning from the grains. So it led to neurological syndrome with symptoms like muscle spasms, seizures, confusion, hallucinations, and fever. That was fun to learn. Like I said, I'm definitely not done with the research. I want to dive in a little bit deeper and just learn a little bit more. I just kind of got the basics. My favorite thing to do is researching things like I'm a beginner. Like I know absolutely nothing. Let's learn from the beginning and let's ask every dumb question that comes across my mind, because genuinely, like, you'll never know until you know. It is finally starting to get a little cold and chilly. The vibes are falling. While I'm watching the sunrise today, I'm going to be listening to an audiobook. So my sister, my cousin, and myself want to start a little book club, and we're kind of going in a little heavy here. So the first book we're going to read is The Song of Achilles. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the audiobook and get into it, because we're supposed to recap like next month, so I gotta get started on that. So as I'm viewing the beautiful sunrise, I'm going to be listening to The Song of Achilles.
Chapter 1. My father was a king and the son of kings. He was a short man, as most of us were, and built like a bull.
I'm home from work. It is currently Monday, and today has been the Monday of all. It was crazy, but I did make a deal with myself that this week I am going to take back my afternoons and my days and make every single day worthwhile. So today I want to go for a little walk, and I actually have something new and fun to try out. I have a weighted vest that I won from work for a wellness challenge that I was doing. I have actually been wanting to start running again, but it's gonna be a little tough right now because since it is fall time, it is getting late very, very soon. So I need to figure out a schedule or a way to eat, digest, and go running before the sun sets. So we're gonna figure something out, but today my goal overall is just to get outside, disconnect, go for a little walk. I have the weighted vest to add a little extra burn. Got back from my walk, and I will say I didn't notice much of a difference with the weighted vest per se while I was working out. Like, I wasn't dripping sweat, which I thought I would be, but maybe it'll be more effective when I'm running, because walking I'm not really sweating. So we'll see. I'll update you guys as I use it over time. Usually I wait until the weekend to go grocery shopping, but a couple of Thursdays ago I decided I wasn't gonna wait till the weekend to go grocery shopping, and I went that day on Thursday. It was actually really nice. One, there's no crowds. Two, it was good to be out of my house and do something and not just wait until the weekend to do it. So that is kind of what inspired my whole, we're not living for the weekend, we're gonna enjoy every single day. So I'm gonna go do my grocery shopping. It's only 6:53 and it literally looks like it's 9 p.m. Let's not waste any more time and let's go grocery shop. I made myself a little snack plate. I have some papaya, pistachios, and some green olives. I decided I'm gonna sit down, watch a little movie, do some watercoloring, and enjoy my night. We had a pretty productive night. We got home, ate dinner, did a little digestion walk, honestly it's just a general walk, but me, I'm trying to give it different purpose. And I also took a little body shower, went to the grocery store, picked up some essentials so that I can stick to my meal plan, and now we are going to unwind and relax for the day while being creative, which I love. As I've been mentioning throughout the video, I'm really trying to take back my afternoons and enjoy them, because I was getting home, going straight to bed after dinner, and was wondering why I was so tired by 8 p.m. As you guys saw just a little while ago, it was 6:50 something and it was pitch black outside. It looked like it was 9 p.m. Getting home, eating dinner, laying in bed, scrolling mindlessly on social media, watching a movie. Of course, by 8 p.m. I was tired. I literally gave myself no other reason but for my body to think it was time for bed.
He's dead. Do you think we killed him? No. I don't know.
Now that was a spooky season movie. That was so good, but it was like actually trippy and spooky and scary at the same time. Like, my jaw dropped so many times. This is coming from the girl that loves Conjuring movies. Like, the Conjuring movies are my favorite movies. First of all, they're my favorite romance movies is what I like to say, because I love Ed and Lorraine's storyline. But like, those movies, I don't really get scared. It's fine. Like, I'm totally fine. The ghosts, the witches, whatever. But this one just like took so many turns that I was not expecting. And the scariest part though was there was a scene where there was a bunch of like snakes and spiders and roaches and rats and stuff, and that's the part where I was like, oh, I can't see this. I don't do that. That was scariest part. But everything else though, it was just really, it was a really good little like spook. And I also like this one more than I like Practical Magic. Practical Magic was a little boring to me. I know a lot of people love it, but this one was good. I'm home for lunch and I just sat down after making my lunch. Look at how cute my rice is. It's in the shape of a star. My go-tos recently have been bowls, like chicken bowls, ground beef bowls, taco salad bowls. Like, that's been the go-to and it's been so good, so filling. I love it. Anyways, I'm gonna try to eat my lunch here and then prep a little protein shake to take with me back for my dinner, so this way I can go running today. Like I mentioned the other day, my goal is to pick up running again, but it was getting a little hard because by the time I get home, by the time I eat, get ready, the sun's already setting, it's too late. So I'm going to eat my dinner like 30 minutes before getting off of work, on the way over here, digest it, and then I'll be ready to go for my run. No excuses. That just goes to show that if you want to make something work, you can make it work. You can find ways to make it work. There's no reason you should be telling yourself, I can't because of this, and that. Acknowledge what your obstacles are and try to find ways to work around those obstacles to still make things work and meet your goals. Checking in. We are home from work. I am about to go for my run. I have my headphones because I'm going to listen to the audiobook while I'm running. It's actually getting pretty good. I've been enjoying it so far. So without further ado, before we lose more daylight, let's go running. I saw this Instagram post the other day that was like, running is low-key kind of awkward because you have to just randomly take off at some point. And that's what I'm thinking about right now. I'm like, so when do I take off? Today we did 1.5 miles, which is a good little start. Pretty proud of myself. I kept a steady, consistent pace so that I could really focus on breathing today, because you always have to perfect form, get it right. Don't just feel like you have to go 0 to 100 real quick. Take it slow and steady. Gradually build your resistance and your stamina. And in no time, we'll be back to that 9-minute mile, perhaps doing even better. But yeah, pretty proud of myself. High five, we showed up. Let's sit down and talk a little bit. I started to go see the nutritionist on July 31st. So it's been about 3 months. We're about to hit October 31st. Oh, you want to get out? I decided to go see a nutritionist for multiple reasons. One, I decided to take my health a little extra seriously this year. I wanted to make sure that I was focusing on being at my best physically, mentally, and emotionally. And that meant that I wanted to start taking better care of my health. I went to go see a general doctor because I had not been getting my period consistently. And the thing is that I've never been consistent. So part of me always knew that I had PCOS, but it was never diagnosed. And I just kind of avoided going to go get it diagnosed. But again, with my goal this year being to really focus on my health, I decided to take it seriously. So we did the full like lab works, everything, and from there she referred me to go see a gyno. And so then at the gyno is where I had like my ultrasound and everything, and it was confirmed that I had PCOS, and she recommended that I go see a nutritionist. And I know that you can really heal a lot through nutrition, but I don't know how to properly eat. I don't know how to properly fuel my body. And So I needed the help, and that's why I went to go see a nutritionist. And since I've been seeing the nutritionist, the greatest achievement of all is I've been very consistent with my period since going to go see her. So that is like a major plus. And since going to go see the nutritionist for the first time July 31st, I have lost 20 pounds in total. I am so proud of myself. Round of applause, round of applause. Like, I think that is so amazing. And it has not been a smooth ride. Like, I have dealt with, again, all of the little obstacles. Like, I'm working full time, you know, there's all these parties and things that come up and people invite you, and then you want to go out with friends, you want to socialize, and you want to grab coffee, you know, all of these different things. Like, and I really don't want to call it a diet, but my change in my diet, this new journey I've been on, has not been perfect. And that is exactly what I wanted to show you guys, and what I've always preached from the beginning of like my whole weight loss journey. I'm not striving for perfection because I'm trying to live my life, but I'm trying to live my life in a better way. And so really that just comes with learning how to make better choices and knowing how to make better choices. So since starting like a consistent check-in with my nutritionist, I've been able to feel and see the changes. And so clearly, like, there is change. I will say, moving forward, I really need to focus on lifting heavier weights, because one thing that I'm not seeing much change in is my muscle growth. In fact, sometimes I'm losing muscle. And so that is going to be my goal moving forward. But we've already achieved so much. First of all, we've gotten our period more consistently. I've lost 20 pounds, and I've lost, actually, how many inches or centimeters have I lost? Hold on, I can't math. We need the calculator. Okay, so around my waist, I've lost 14 centimeters. That's awesome. So that's like right around here. And then on my abdomen area, which is where your belly button is, I've lost 14 centimeters. Actually, that's pretty even. Okay, so we're doing so good. And then around my hip area, I think I've lost 8 centimeters, which is pretty good too. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself. I feel like these have all been such great achievements, and I can definitely feel and see a difference now finally, because in the beginning, I didn't feel or see much of a change. Other people noticed before me that there was a change, and I'm like, where are they seeing this change? Because I'm not seeing it. I'm not feeling it. But now I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to see it. Like, my clothes fit better. This shirt, when I used to wear it before, it was a lot tighter, and now I have so much more room. I remember literally the first time I got this shirt, my sleeves fit tight around my arms. And now, look at this. Like, there is change. And what I'm most excited about, this I think is what got me so excited right now. I'm getting ready to go to my cousin's house because we're gonna have a little conspiracy theory night, and we're gonna make food and stuff. I was just putting on my outfit, and I had this pair of pants that I bought a while ago, and I don't know if I showed this in a video when I got it at the thrift store, because I think when I first bought it, I was so excited about them. I thought that they were such a cute find. But I got home and tried them on, and they did not close at all. And so I've just kept them in my closet because I'm like, one day. And normally I wouldn't preach to do that. I wouldn't preach to like buy clothes that, you know, one day will fit you. But I had already bought them. I thought they were my size because I don't know if anyone else has this struggle, but I swear thrift store jeans just fit differently. Like, if you go in getting your normal size, they're not going to fit you. You always have to size up, but it's so weird because it's the same pants. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone, but I can never nail a thrifted pant. However, I got these and I was so obsessed with them. Got home, tried them on. They wouldn't zip up, like they wouldn't even close. Like, my belly was protruding from where the buttons were supposed to button up, and I was so sad, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep them. They're so cute. I'm never gonna find another pair of pants like these. And so I've tried them on randomly throughout time and like my weight loss journey, and I would put them on and they would fit just a little bit more each time. And then I would take them off and be discouraged. And then months later, I would put them on again and they still wouldn't close, but they were getting closer and closer. And so then I would get discouraged and I would throw them in my closet. And then finally today I was like, let me just try on those pair of pants. They fit, besties. They fit. And they fit so good. Oh my gosh. Like, tell me these are not so cute. Like, also, like, the butt. I was so discouraged when I first got them because I loved the way that they made the butt look. They fit, like, they would go up, but it was this area which I've always struggled with that I could not close. And so I was like, oh my god, the butt area is gonna look so good. But they didn't close. But now they close and I have room. Oh my goodness. Also because they were more of a low cut, that's why they didn't fit. I think had they been more high-waisted, they would have fit. But again, because this is the area I've always struggled with, but now they look so cute and they fit and I love them. This is where I really felt change. When I put these pants on, I was like, okay, she's putting in the work. She's putting in the work. I'm so proud of myself.